So what does justice look like for the N60 squad? It's Fan Request Friday, and Matt Rubio gave you guys the choice of what should happen to Jake Paul for attacking H2O Delirious. Back in episode 1 of season 1, we asked you guys if you think Jake Paul should be crowned champion, if Jake Paul should be fired, or should he be put in the E-Villain-Ation Chamber. 73% of you said that Jake Paul should run the gauntlet and essentially be in a 5-on-1 situation against the rest of the Vanoss crew in an elimination chamber. So that's what you're getting. It's going to be Jake Paul versus Wildcat and Cartoonz. Nice to see Wildcat and Cartoonz A, back on the channel, and B, back on the same side, as Cartoonz is making his way to the ring. Hopefully we'll see more of them in the tag team division. Vanoss, who is, man, that is a steely look in Vanoss side. No showboating here. He's obviously got revenge on his mind. I mean, Jake Paul, man. This is probably a worst case scenario. I reckon he would rather have been fired than this. As the next member is Ohmwrecker. Ohmwrecker, who will be a part of the upcoming YouTuber tournament. So if you missed that announcement, on Monday we will be starting a brand new Back to Basics, people, YouTuber tournament for the currently vacant N60 Championship. H2O Delirious unable to defend his title due to the injury sustained at the hands of Jake Paul. So Ohmwrecker, one of the 16 who will be facing off in YouTuber tournament matches throughout this week. So make sure you smash that subscribe button right now, guys. Make sure you get notifications switched on so you'll be able to find out who is going to be facing who, and also be the first to see those matches as Ohmwrecker takes his place inside the pod. And next person on, here he comes, man of the hour, but he's not Leo Rush. It's Jake Paul, who is staring down the barrel of the gun here, because he has got the chance of just getting through this. The chance of survival here is just so low. The last time we saw a match like this came from the brain of the Cola Demon, when Tia was put in an E-Villain-Ation Chamber against 5 other villains back in the Villains compound in Season 9. And Matt Rubio giving you guys the opportunity to see that sort of match again, but this time Jake Paul versus the entire Vanoss crew. As the last one of the Vanoss crew making his way down here to avenge Delirious. And it's Terroriser on his motorbike. Terroriser is going to be starting things off with Jake Paul. Remember, guys, make sure you smash in some false spoilers in the comments. Like, loving some of the stuff that you guys are coming up with. Probably certainly better than WWE creative. Probably better than the creative that we're coming up with here. So throw in your comedy spoilers in the comments, guys. And obviously my favourite one will get pinned as well. It's Terroriser. I'm saying all day long, singing his songs, all day long, making his way down the ring. A steely look in his eye. I mean, maybe he's just making Jake Paul wait. Maybe he's just making him take in what he's going to have to deal with here, absorb the situation as the bell is rung, and Jake Paul flying in with the Team 10 kick and going at Terroriser. Now this is smart from Jake Paul, because if Jake Paul's even going to survive here, he needs to get rid of Terroriser quickly. As soon as this becomes a 2-on-1 situation, as soon as the Vanoss crew start piling in, then it's good night Jake Paul, maybe good night to his career. And going for the cover early, you can understand why he's doing it, but Terroriser, it's going to take a lot more than that to put down the game. And Terroriser, Jake Paul went for a right jab, but Terroriser comes in with a huge clothesline. Of course, Terroriser is going to be wanting to put in a good showing here, because he's probably going to have half an eye on whether he's going to be in that YouTuber tournament. As Jake Paul is sent to the steel girders on the outside of the ring, and Jake Paul sent into that chain fence. And a huge 6-foot drop from the shoulders of Terroriser down to that steel below as Vanoss looks on. And now Jake Paul sent into those glass pods. And look at Terroriser just having absolutely dominating Jake Paul in the early going, which is a worst case scenario. Jake, also as well, I'm guessing Terroriser isn't going to be going to pin this guy. He's not going to like just win this match to his team and eliminate Jake Paul before anyone else is getting a chance to get their hands on him. So, nice Jake Paul tucking the legs there, but Terroriser back to his feet, and now Jake Paul blocks in with the right hand. Jake Paul trying to fight back, but Terroriser again, just with those huge elbows straight to the side of the head, and a suplex to Jake Paul, tossing him over his head, and drops the big old elbow. Surely we're going to be seeing another member of the Vanoss crew joining this match shortly. And Terroriser might be looking to bulldoze Jake Paul here. Just that thick, set body of Terroriser just crashing into Jake Paul. And now Jake with that boxing background, with those jabs and some hooks, trying desperately to try and maybe land a lucky punch, a lucky KO punch to put Terroriser down and buy himself just some minutes, any sort of time that he possibly can. I mean, Jake Paul's taunting, what? Jake Paul mouthing off at Terroriser, rolls him up with the schoolboy. That's hooked up good too. And Terroriser just kicking out. Jake Paul almost getting lucky there. Again, going straight back onto Terroriser. And now rolling him up. Again, trying to get that lucky thing, but one, Terroriser, and 10 seconds. Oh, and that'll do it. Jake Paul with a low blow. That's 1, 2, and Terroriser kicks out. And now Cartoonz is joining the fray here. That low blow, not enough. And now Jake Paul with an attitude adjustment to Terroriser. And I thought he was going to go for another low blow, but hits Cartoonz, coming in with an uppercut and a Team 10 kick. And now another roll through to Terroriser. 1, 2, and this time he got him. Jake Paul eliminating Terroriser as Cartoonz flies in with a double axe handle. I think, and you can see that Terroriser holding his midsection there. I think it was that low blow from Jake Paul, which in a normal one-on-one match where you just have to wrestle, I think Terroriser would have had more of a showing there. But Jake Paul with that low blow, and it's no disqualifications in the Elimination Chamber. But now he's got Cartoonz to answer to. And Cartoonz is fresh. And Jake Paul's had to go through Terroriser. So I think, again, you got to just stack that entire difficulty back on top of itself here, guys. Just bad news. Bad news for Jake Paul, but this is on you guys. You guys wanted this piece of justice. I think it'd been kinder to fire Jake Paul. Maybe that's why you guys have opted for the Elimination Chamber. We'll be back next week with another Fan Request Friday. Next week you're going to be choosing a stipulation to a upcoming championship match. Speculation on what that might be in the comments. I think Jake Paul's got to be speculating whether he's going to be able to see the end of this match. Is he going to be able to get through each of the competitors, let alone just surviving to the end? I mean, I'd be tapping. I'd just tap out. But maybe Jake Paul still thinks that he could get through this. If he gets through this, I'm sure that like a title match or something has got to be in his future if he can scrape through this. I'm sure, obviously, because Matt Rubio will have the final say, but my man, Matt Rubio. But I'm sure my man, Matt Rubio, will respect Jake Paul's tenacity for managing to survive this. But it doesn't look too hopeful at the moment, especially now as one of the most formidable tag teams, probably the most underutilized tag team in the N60 universe, is now reunited in the Elimination Chamber. And this is bad news for Jake Paul, as now he's just getting double teamed by Cartoonz and Wildcat. We first saw these guys in the Season 2 Tag Team Tournament, as Jake Paul is knocked down. Front face lock. And a huge side crescent kick from Cartoonz, knocking Jake Paul down. And look at Cartoonz just celebrating as Wildcat is just opening fire with right hands to the side of the head of Jake Paul, and a huge kick straight to the sternum. Jake Paul, you are in big trouble here, mate. Another double team, double gutbuster from Cartoonz and Wildcat. And Jake Paul then sent once again to the outside. Wildcat, the most unhinged member of the Vanoss crew, which is probably saying something And speaking of unhinged, what has this guy got in mind here? As it's counted down and Jake Paul sent through the glass pod. That's got to be it for Jake Paul. As another guy is coming in here and it's going to be 3-on-1. As Ohmwrecker joins in here, basically joining on this beatdown of Jake Paul. And Ohmwrecker wait a second! Ohmwrecker's just rolled up Cartoonz. 1, 2. And Cartoonz, none of us even expecting that. Cartoonz just been rolled up in Ohmwrecker. Has eliminated Cartoonz. What are we seeing here? Has Ohmwrecker turned on the Vanoss crew as he aligned himself with Jake Paul's crew, and he's just taken Wildcat's head off. And he's now beating down on Wildcat. Is Ohmwrecker breaking away from the Vanoss crew? Is Ohmwrecker going into business for himself? And has he used the E-Villain-Ation Chamber as the opportunity to make this statement? And Jake Paul with a drop kick from behind and a flash magic. And now this has gone from being a 3-on-1 situation in Jake Paul's disadvantage to a 2-on-1 on Wildcat. As Jake Paul is just relaxing. Has he got an alliance with Ohmwrecker? Has Ohmwrecker just kicked to the midsection here? Oh, wait a second. Hang on a minute. That's Ali A's finisher. And the hood's gone down. And it wasn't Ohmwrecker, it was Ali A in an Ohmwrecker disguise, which is shocking for a number of reasons. One, that he's had the audacity to do this, and two, that he's still wearing a hat. And now, here comes Vanoss. And Vanoss is not going to take too kindly to this situation. Is Jake Paul with some boxing rights, and in comes Vanoss now with a springboard dropkick to Ali A, who has somehow managed to sneak his way into the Elimination Chamber. We got to be looking at what's going on here. Someone needs to be putting an eye out for see what's happened to Ohmwrecker, why he's not in this match. As Wildcat now opening on right hand to Ali A. And again, Ali A's in trouble here because Jake Paul has already been through quite a tumultuous match here. And he's going to be at a disadvantage. If this was like a 2-on-2 straight up tag, could be looking at a different situation. But Ali A sent to the outside. And I think Ali A might be regretting coming to the aid of Jake Paul here, the world champion, throwing himself in the Elimination Chamber. I don't know how smart that is. Maybe in some sort of attempt to loosen up Vanoss before he goes into the tournament. And oh, I know Ali A, world champ, has been put through the glass pods. And now Vanoss is climbing high here. Vanoss off the top of the chamber. Hits the flying owl on Jake Paul as Ali A's lifeless carcass is being dragged from the glass wreckage of the pods and thrown into the ring. So, I mean, that's got to be see you later, Ali A, surely. Oh, I know, Wildcat going for his finishing manoeuvre, adding a little bit of sauce on this, the GTS. Followed by a sort of like a Kinshasa. And Jake Paul sent to the outside. And now in comes Vanoss. And Vanoss with the flying owl. And Ali A. See you later. 2, 3, and Ali A is out of here. And now it's just down to Jake Paul against Wildcat and Vanoss. And so, well, it was a nice try, Ali A. But didn't really do much to save your buddy. He's about to get speared through another glass pod. And I think maybe putting Jake Paul out of his misery might be the kindest thing for him now. I think these guys, I mean, well, H-Road Delirious' career might be over. He's had to vacate the N60 Championship. We'd have to have a tournament for the vacant N60 Championship. So maybe look an eye for an eye here. And if Delirious' career is over, they're going to be looking to just completely eviscerate Jake Paul, end his career, or at least completely incapacitate him. And oh, Vanoss, man. I think Vanoss got all of that. I mean, this is it. Are these two going to end up injuring themselves in an attempt to try and put Jake Paul on the shelf? I think that think of the upcoming tournament, guys. Jake Paul, I mean, Vanoss is going back up. We know that Vanoss is unhinged. Vanoss is crazy. I mean, if I was going to have to choose like the 2 members of the Vanoss crew I'd least want to be locked in a chamber with, actually, pretty much none of them. All of them would be awful. And a flying owl from Vanoss. Oh, Vanoss is hurting, man. Vanoss might have injured himself. Wildcat spotting this, making the cover too. And that's 3. Get yourselves out of there. I mean, Jake Paul, I'm not sure that we're going to be seeing Jake Paul at 100% anytime soon. I'm not sure what kind of situation Ali A is going to be in going into his next World Championship match. And I'm not sure if Vanoss is going to be the same again. But that's what happens when you step into the Elimination Chamber. Guys, thank you so much to everybody, the thousands of you who voted in Fan Request Friday. I massively appreciate that. We will be doing Fan Request Friday next week, so make sure you do vote again. And also as well, next week, the new YouTuber tournament is starting. And since you've made it all the way to the end of the video, I can tell you that first round match is going to be a big one. It's going to be Dan TDM versus Markiplier. Subscribe with notifications switched on, guys. I've been N60 Sean. See you next time. Bye-bye.